Good evening. This is the Guyana Learning Channel's news in capsule for Wednesday, July 14, 2021. Here are the top stories we will be covering. MOE rolls out Because We Care cash grant in Region 2. Region 10 to benefit from billions in road works, and Guyana to receive more vaccines from COVAX, AU agreement. In the world of sports, CPL to hit off 2 days earlier than announced, and regionally, Japan extends emergency aid to volcano-affected St. Vincent. And internationally, EU unveils ambitious climate package. With the news and details, I am Dinelli Singh. The rolling out of the government of Guyana's Because We Care cash grant began today in the Cinderella County of Essequibo. Scores of parents turned out at various locations throughout the region to uplift the cash grant. Over $224 million will be distributed over the course of the next 3 days in the Cinderella County. During the rollout of the cash grant distribution today, Minister of Education Priya Manikjan said that the grant is intended to help parents cater to the needs of their children. The Because We Care cash grant is valued at $15,000 this year, while the school uniform and supplies grant is valued at $4,000, giving a total of $19,000 for each child in the public education system. Approximately 172,000 students across Guyana will benefit from this program, amounting to a total of $3.2 billion going towards children and families across Guyana. Residents of Region 10 will soon benefit from billions of dollars in infrastructural work that will vastly develop the region's road network. Minister of Public Works Bishop Juan Ejil said before the end of the year, the region will see a massive facelift with new and rehabilitated roads. He made a disclosure on Tuesday during the commissioning of a multi-million-dollar road in the mining town. Minister Ejil said the government is making strides in fulfilling a commitment to construct an all-weather road from Linden to Lethem. He said the first 125 kilometers of the road will be undertaken from Linden to Mambura Hill. The Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, and the United Kingdom Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund, UKCIF, are funding the project. Minister Ejil noted that in the last quarter of this year, the government will be signing the contract for the construction of the all-weather road, which he estimates will cost $38 billion. Further, $150 million will be expended for the upgrade of the Linden-Soesdijk Highway. Minister Ejil said the contract for that project has already been awarded and works will commence soon. The minister said the rehabilitation of the road will ensure residents of Region 10 as well as businesses and others traveling through to Region 9 do so in a safe manner. The government will also be collaborating with the Ministry of Natural Resources to construct a road from Oriala to Kokwani. Minister Ejil said he, along with Natural Resource Minister Honorable Vikram Bharat, will soon make an assessment of the alignment to ensure the road is properly built. Residents will also benefit from the rehabilitation of a number of urban and miscellaneous roads. For urban roads, $20 million will be spent on rehabilitation and construction of Third Corner East Amelia's Ward, Linden, $17 million for rehabilitation of Top Knock Street half-mile Linden, and $12 million for rehabilitation of Main Road to 1 Mile Primary School. As it relates to miscellaneous roads, $11.5 million has been set aside for the rehabilitation of the Kokwani road network, $13.5 million for the road in Hururu Village, $34 million to rehabilitate the road network to West Watuka, $23 million to rehabilitate Phase 3 Amelia's Ward Road, $28 million to rehabilitate the road network in Block 22, $30 million to rehabilitate the road from Old England to Kumaka Mines, and $22 million for the rehabilitation of roads in Andysville and Prosville in Wismar. This was modified and extracted from the Department of Public Information. Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony says Guyana is expecting another consignment of COVID-19 vaccines from the COVAX facility and the CARICOM African Union Agreement. The minister made a disclosure during Tuesday's COVID-19 update. Minister Anthony explained that the shipment of COVAX vaccines are expected to arrive in Guyana between July to September. Additionally, the minister noted that the government of Guyana has purchased a number of Johnson & Johnson vaccines, which are expected to arrive in Guyana during the month of August. The minister said the arrival dates will be made public once they are confirmed. In January, Guyana received 24,000 COVID-19 vaccines through COVAX. In May, another consignment of 38,400 vaccines arrived through the same arrangement. The government then purchased the Russian Sputnik V vaccine, followed by the Chinese-made Sinopharm vaccine. Meanwhile, Dr. Anthony said there has been an uptake in the AstraZeneca vaccine, with all first doses being administered. He noted that only second-dose AstraZeneca remains in stock. He assured citizens that the government has adequate AstraZeneca vaccines for the second doses. This was extracted and modified from the Department of Public Information. And now in the world of sports. The Hero Caribbean Premier League (CPL) will be starting 2 days earlier than previously announced. The tournament will now begin on August 26, while the final remains set for September 15. In a release, CPL said the decision followed discussions between the Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, CPL and Cricket West Indies. This year's tournament will be played in St. Kitts and Nevis, with all 33 matches taking place at Warner Park. The first match is set to take place on Thursday, August 26, with the Guyana Amazon Warriors and Trinbago Knight Riders at 10 a.m. and Barbados Trident versus St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots at 7 p.m. This was extracted and modified from Loop News. And now in regional news. The government of Japan has decided to extend an emergency grant aid of $1.58 million to St. Vincent and the Grenadines to support the population affected by volcanic eruption. Japan says the grant aims to provide humanitarian assistance in forms such as shelter renovation and food assistance through the International Organization for Migration, IOM, and the World Food Programme. Through this assistance, the following contributions are expected: improvement of living and hygiene environment for approximately 1,100 displaced people through shelter renovation, and provision of food and basic household items to approximately 5,000 displaced people. This was modified and extracted from Loop News. And now for international news. The European Union has unveiled some of the world's most ambitious proposals to reduce carbon emissions and wean its 27 members off fossil fuels, including taxes on emissions, heavy imports into the Union, and non-renewable energy, such as oil, gas, and coal. The package of measures looks to fundamentally transform the world's single largest trading bloc. It touches on almost every area of economic activity, from how citizens heat their homes and commute to a total upheaval of manufacturing practices. The EU last month enshrined in its law its target to reduce emissions by 55% by 2030, compared with 1990 levels, but on Wednesday unveiled the aggressive 10-step program titled Fit for 55, which is a roadmap of how it will achieve its reduction. While its package is bold, climate activists have criticized the 55% target for not being strong enough to contain global temperatures to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Additionally, the plan aims to plant 3 billion trees by 2030, part of an effort to remove 310 million tons of carbon from the world's atmosphere. This was extracted and modified from CNN. With that, we've reached the end of today's broadcast. Be sure to join us again tomorrow right here on the Guyana Learning Channel for more educational news and updates. On behalf of the technical team, thanks for watching, and remember to stay safe, Guyana.